Hello, hello everyone. Welcome back. Welcome if you're new. This is called Moving Forward. I know some of you might be like, what? No. It is still in the same vein as the story continues. It's just a new name, okay? And a shorter video. I wanted to switch things up. I want to post at least 2 videos on the main days that I do, Monday and Friday. I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm not sure if I'll do videos on Tuesdays. Maybe. I have to think about what I'm doing there, but Wednesdays definitely. So for the Q&As, I'm not sure I'll be doing them every week. I'm not sure. Every other week, perhaps. I'll have to see. I have to think about that, okay? But we're here today, and there are a few things I want to read on. I want to do the collective, U.S. collective energy reading for next week, see how we will be doing there. I want to read on the Australian election. I'm curious. See what's going on there. I want to read really quickly on Donald Trump and read on Kamala Harris regarding her speech. Okay. For those of you who maybe didn't check out the channel messages video, please go check that out. I channeled Kamala. There's some interesting things in there. All the people I channeled, it was interesting. Okay, so check that out. Alright, so if you want a personal reading, you can click more in the description of this video and the link will be there, okay? Or you can email me moonlightennergy15@gmail.com and I will send you the link to request a personal reading. I did add a new reading, inner child healing. I have past loved one readings. I have money and career, love and relationships, okay, etc., etc. So if you're interested, please go check that out. Please request a reading. And also, you can also start following me on Ko-fi. All you have to do is make an account. It is free. I'm going to start posting more on there. I know I said I was, but things have been crazy. So, but things have calmed down enough to where I could start engaging more there. So if you want the link to my page itself, I will send that to you. Okay, before we begin, I want to say everything is for entertainment purposes only, informational purposes only. Everything I say here is alleged, even in the comments. And let's start. Let us start. Okay, so I want to do the collective for U.S. collective for May 4th to May 10th. Five of Wands, interesting. Five of Wands. U.S. collective. 4th to the 5th. Two of Cups. the world. Very nice. 10 of Cups. Very nice. 7 of Wands. King of Wands. Six of Cups. The Empress. We always get the Empress. Never fails. It never fails. Never fails. Ace of Cups. Very nice. This goes here. Judgment. Wait. 7 of Wands. King of Wands. This goes here. The Lovers. Right here. I knew the Lovers was there. 1, 2, 3, 4 major cards so far. It's a serious week. 10 of Pentacles. Yeah. Yeah. I hear my guys are saying we want something. We want something. 6 of Swords. Very nice. 2 of Pentacles. Lots of balance. It feels like. If this reading feels like Queen of Pentacles is on the bottom. 5 of Swords. One more. Temperance. Yep. I knew that was there too. Ultimate outcome. Give me one card. The ultimate outcome for the U.S. collective. One card for next week. Something is going to 8 of Swords. Interesting. Give me clarify it. Oh. Oops, too many. Give me a clarifier. The Hierophant. Okay, interesting. 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 Okay, we have the 5 of Wands, 2 of Cups, the World, 10 of Cups, 7 of Wands, and King of Wands. Down here we have the 4 of Swords. Is that right? No, hold on. 5 of Swords. 10 of Pentacles, Judgment, 6 of Cups, 6 of Swords, and up here we have, what is that? The Lovers, we have the Empress, Ace of Cups, 2 of Pentacles, and Temperance. In the ultimate outcome we have 8 of Swords and Hierophant. Okay. I'm going to quickly throw out a few words, keywords here. Security, stability, long-term security, stability, legacy, integrity, taking responsibility. It feels there's some conflict here. There's some demands coming from us. There's some balance being brought. Some tempering happening. It feels good overall. Okay, so let's start down here. So we have the Lovers on top. We have the Five of Wands, the Two of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords. Okay, this is like, I want to say Monday, Tuesday, perhaps. The Lovers here is about a choice, a decision being made. Okay, and it's on top of the Five of Swords. It's on top of all of this, actually. This Lovers card here. Okay, and so with the Five of Wands and the Five of Swords here, Five of Swords is about cutting corners. It's about winning at all costs. And it kind of feels like with the Five of Wands here, I've labeled the Five of Wands is a card of conflict as well. It's competition. It's people not being on the same page. There's friction there, and it's also about exposure. It's about exposing things. You know, wands also can represent news, so it's about the Five of Wands is about exposing things people are not supposed to do. Okay, corrupt things, cheating, you know, embarrassing things, revealing embarrassing things about people. Okay, that's what the Five of Wands can represent as well. And so here in this reading, with the Two of Cups next to it, it feels like my stomach's growling. It doesn't feel like my stomach is growling, but my stomach is growling. There's something about the Ten of Pentacles here. I'm actually gonna have to get my pendulum because I didn't grab it for some reason. My mind is... I hate when I don't grab things and I have to get up and get them. Okay. With the Ten of Pentacles on the bottom and the Lovers on top, it really does. Five of Swords and Five of Wands really feels like our energy sort of pushing back in terms of like our security. Saying like, you know, it feels as though we're saying, okay, listen, someone needs to do something or a decision needs to be made. Okay? A choice is a choice here. And there's two choices here with the Lovers here and the Two of Cups here. Okay, there's two options. And this Five of Wands and Five of Swords really does feel like our energy where we're saying, or we're either, it's like twofold. It's two sides. On one side is us where we're saying like, what's going on here? Because something on the other side has been exposed that we will be looking at, and it's about our long-term security with the Ten of Pentacles here. Okay, let me grab my pendulum real quick. That's why I don't want to get up. Okay, sorry about that. If that was jarring, if that made a loud noise because I dropped the microphone. I can't find my regular pendulum. It's disappeared again into the ether, but I have extras. Jeez. I don't know what I did with it. It's not up there where it usually is. And it's disappeared. Okay. Let me shake off this annoyingness because I feel annoyed. Apologies. Thank you guys for your patience. Okay, as I was saying, it feels like we'll be, let me grab the pendulum that I have. That I had? Where'd that one go? Jeez. Okay, real quick. I don't really like this one, but it works, so it moves for me. Does the Five of Swords and the Five of Wands represent the U.S. Collective's energy demanding a decision be made about our security? Saying yes. As heavy yes. Okay. It feels like we're like, no. We're saying, It feels very strong, this energy here. Okay, and so as we move to the middle of the week, we have the Two of Cups is a part of this as well. We have the Two of Cups here also, along with the World. The Judgment card here. Okay. The Six of Cups. The Ten of Cups. The Empress on top of all of this. Okay. So this here is a part of it. Even the Ten of Cups, sort of. Okay. This feels emotional, but good emotional. It feels harmonious, the energy. We move it. It feels calm. Something will be satisfying to us. Okay? Something perhaps from the past with the Six of Cups here. Something we've been looking back. Something we may have been looking back at and it's coming back into the present. Something from the past about us or about because the Judgment card is here. Judgment card is a card of karma as well. Past deeds that you do, did you do them with integrity? Did you do did you do the right thing? You know, it's about taking responsibility. So it's also about like the transition and healing. That's what I'm saying. This feels very calm and healing this midweek here. Something satisfying. Okay, about the Empress. We always get the Empress. About our, you know, us having this power to create, us having this energy to grab our old plans. Six of Cups is here. Us having the this feminine energy. The Two of Cups is there. All these cups. This intuition, this sort of flow of life. It feels like it feels as though something we thought was lost, we find out, or we're beginning to figure out that is actually not lost. Okay, it has to do with power. It has to do with harmony and balance. It has to do with, you know, the world is here, it's coming full circle. Okay, and it's about news also. The world is about good news coming out. Okay, it feels so good. This energy feels very positive and calm. You know, the world is also about meeting your goals, being accomplished, your dreams coming true, is that sort of cliche thing. But it feels more than that. Well, I shouldn't say more than that, but it feels very significant, extremely significant, because we will feel happy and satisfied about something. Ace of Cups is here on top as well. 10 of Cups, 6 of Cups. Okay, so with Judgment is also a card of healing. It's a card of things coming back. It also feels like we will be judging something about some news. Let's see. Does the Judgment card also represent the U.S. collective assessing something regarding some news? Okay, saying yes. Something's coming. Something, it feels big though. It doesn't feel insignificant. And with the World card there, it feels like we will be looking and watching and feeling good about it. Okay, so this is, I would say Wednesday, Thursday, midweek, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay, whatever it is, it feels positive. That calmness that, I saw for the month is following here. The Ace of Cups is like going with the flow. New opportunities to expand your intuition, feeling good, self-love, satisfaction, contentment, very nice. All right, so let's move to this section here. We have the Two of Pentacles, the King of Wands, the Seven of Wands, the Six of Swords, and Temperance. And so moving towards the end of the week still feels good. Okay, Two of Pentacles, this balance that I feel coming towards us, especially with Temperance at the bottom there, this sort of like being able to juggle with the King of Wands, perhaps being able to juggle confidence and determination and fearlessness, okay, with, sorry, the lawnmower distracted me. Being able to juggle those things with the Seven of Wands here, like this sort of standing your ground, putting up boundaries, or asserting ourselves in some way. Okay, and it feels like armor, to be quite honest, because you have over here with the Temperance card and the Six of Swords at the bottom, and these two cards here with the Two of Pentacles, is sort of saying like we're able to juggle this fearlessness, this determination, this sort of like forward movement. It feels like saying no, or being in some sort of authority, we the people sort of thing, and balancing, tempering ourselves, wisdom, okay, calmness with the Six of Swords, going from chaos to calm sort of thing. Okay, some mental clarity, some mental healing, some mental peace, some inner peace with Temperance here. So by the end of next week, we'll be able to juggle and be able to have the balance with those two things, which is really good. Having that sort of spicy authority, as I like to call the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands, and the Six of Wands, this sort of, the Seven of Wands, balancing that Wands energy with, this calm response, this wisdom, this a mental clarity and mental healing. And so this feels, I don't know what is going, because the beginning of the week, it start off with this pushback from us and demanding almost a decision be made. And as we move throughout the week, these things feel calmer and calmer and more harmonious. I'm not going tra-la-la, but that's what the energy feels like. Okay? Alright, so it looks good. Oh, I forgot the ultimate. So the ultimate outcome I got here was the 8 of Swords and the Hierophant. And the 8 of Swords, you know, the Hierophant is the government. Okay? And I'm looking at these two cards, and I'm looking at all the other surrounding cards, and this feels like it honestly feels like a desire to break free. Okay? From the government. You know, the 8 of Swords is about feeling trapped in some way or oppressed. Feeling like you, but the 8 of Swords says, well, you're really not. You could get loose. You could take the blindfold off. It encourage you to realize that the fear and the anxiety and the worry may not be completely rational. Okay? And so this is what this is saying, and I feel as though this is what we will recognize as we come out of the week, is that, wait a minute, we actually have the power. Okay? They don't. So this I feel is about recognizing that, coming into that conclusion. Let's see. For this reading, do the 8 of Swords and the Hierophant card represent the U.S. collective coming to the conclusion that we actually have the power? Okay, you're saying yes. It's so strange because sometimes I could feel Spirit pushing my hand, just a little nudge I feel. Or I can feel it push the bottom of the pendulum and it starts moving. It's very strange. It's like energy. You can feel the energy push it. Okay, so that is the U.S. collective. Pretty good. Where are we? What time? Okay. I'm going to pull 3 cards for the world collective and see what's going on there. Let me pull 3 in the energy for next week for the world. Because not every one of my viewers are from the U.S., okay? Give me 3 themes for the world collective for next week. 3 themes. Come on. Okay. Ooh, Knights and Kings. Kings of Swords. Knight of Swords. I'm sorry. Knight of Cups. King of Swords. Very nice. The Star. Wow, okay. And give me an ultimate. Give me an ultimate outcome, ultimate energy for the World Collective for next week. Please like this video, guys, while you're watching me cut these cards. Like the video, please. Okay. The Fool, new beginnings. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, so we have the Knight of Cups. We have the King of Wands. We have the Star and the Fool. Okay, so the themes for the World Collective with the Knight of Cups feels as though it feels, the energy feels sort of like dreamy with the Knight of Cups. There's something about sorry, I was just listening. It feels like something with the with our intuition, rather, not the intuition, and being in the flow, being prepared for something that has to do with, as we move to the King of Swords. Honestly, I keep hearing the word idealizing for some reason with the Knight of Cups, and it does have something to do with idealizing things, but this doesn't feel, I know idealizing isn't necessarily good, but it honestly, that sometimes the energy of the collective can be very negative. Sometimes, a lot of times. And this, something in the energy feels calming, okay, for the world, where this Knight of Cups sort of dreamy, you know, it's like compassion and going with the flow. You know, it's like creativity or creating something, and it just feels like a good sort of energy moving into the week, next week, for the World Collective. Okay, like celebration almost, or some sort of, it just feels happy, honestly. And as you move with the King of Swords, there's a clarity here as well that the World Collective will be in. A sharpness, despite, I shouldn't say despite. The Knight of Cups could be a bit much sometimes. It's not a bad card. It's not a bad card. It's not what I'm getting at. But when you have these two cards here, it's very interesting to me. The Knight of Cups and the King of Swords. Because there's a sharpness to the King of Swords, a shrewdness. They evaluate, okay? And perhaps there's something about compassion that will bring, you know, there's something about, it feels like something that has to do with like compassion and empathy, that brings on this sort of shrewdness at the same time, this assessment, this looking at the facts, looking at things logically while also holding this emotional space, okay? And the Star here is about hope, it's about faith, it's about your quote-unquote dreams coming true, or, you know, trusting your intuition, trusting the process, okay? So what I think this is, you know, this is in the middle of the Knight of Cups and the Star card, and I feel like the King of Swords is key here, quite honestly, to balance these two here. You know? Like, you need these two in order to get to the star, because the star is the major card. Okay, and when you have this star energy, when you even start believing, okay, there's a contentness with the star here that will pave the way for a feeling of a new beginning with the Fool card here, sort of like reset or starting over. Taking a leap of faith, moving forward. The road is clear for you to move forward. You don't know where you're going quite yet, but hey, c'est la vie. Let's go. Let's just go. Let's take the leap of faith despite uncertainty. But you're okay because you have faith and hope. There's a really good feeling here for the World Collective. Very nice. Okay. I don't want to take a look at. What am I doing next? Everything's all wonky. a little wonky. Okay, where are we? What time? So I did that. Oh, let's take a look at the Australian election. So who is it? What are their names? I keep forgetting. Albanese versus Dutton, and Albanese is the Labour Party, and Dutton is the Conservative. Now I got that right? Okay, let's see. Real quick. Albanese is the Prime Minister still. Alright? I believe. Let me make sure my microphone is still recording. Okay, it is. So I was about to scream if it wasn't. Alright. Let's just ask really quickly. Will Albanese win the Australian election? Okay. Swing yes. Okay, clear the center. Will Dutton win the election? Will Dutton win the election? Okay. Saying no. Alright. Oops. Let's look at the Albanese first. Hope I'm saying his name right. Okay, your swords, very interesting. Albanese. Empress is on the bottom. Just going to do a few cards here. Three of Pentacles. Hangman. Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles. Oh, jeez. Page of Swords. High Priestess. Okay. Y'all said he was gonna win, right? I don't know. Eight of Swords, Three of Pentacles, the Hangman, Five of Pentacles, Page of Swords, High Priestess. Okay. Let's see. Hold on. Give me the ultimate outcome. For Albany. I feel as though I see in my mind people cheering, but it feels like I don't know if it'll be close or some sort of delay. I have, you know, give me the ultimate outcome for Albanese. I'm not sure how the Australian election goes. You know, is there like a majority? Do you have the prime minister, but do they split? You know, is there like a majority conservative? I don't, you know, I'm doing this sort of blind a little bit. I wish I understood. I tried to, but it was a lot. Two of Cups as the ultimate. Okay. Two of Cups. The people coming through, perhaps. I feel like this is, my guides are sort of telling me with these cards here, this is his, and this is what he feels inside. Almost like he doesn't know himself. The High Priestess here, even though there's a knowing with the High Priestess. Page of Swords and the High Priestess. The Five of Pentacles is, you know, it's a lack, a feeling of lack. And the Hangman is here, a delay. Okay. Something might, I don't know, something may happen that may cause a delay or a sense of lack for this candidate, the Labour Party candidate. But the Two of Cups is the ultimate outcome. So the ultimate outcome is, give me another card here. I'm going to get a clarifier for the Five and the Hangman. Then I'll move on. I see them in my mind. Like, yeah, I see them in my mind. I'm being shown. 7 of Wands. Yeah. Okay. 4 of Pentacles. Yeah. It's a fight. It will be a fight. That's what they're saying. It'll be a fight. But it looks as though he'll pull through. Okay. We'll see. Alright. Let's look at the other guy's, Dutton's energy real quick. I'm just going to pull. Show me his energy for the election. Outcome. The outcome. Show me the outcome. I'm having a hard time, like, shuffling. 3 more shuffles. 2 of Swords. 4 of Pentacles. It'll be a fight. He feels yeah, he's not going to win. 5 of Cups. Death. King of Swords. Queen of Cups. Yeah. It's on the bottom here. The World is on the bottom. Give me the ultimate outcome for Dutton, please. Got that Donald Trump curse. It's really interesting to me how he is the downfall for these people sometimes. Donald Trump, his existence, like almost like it was meant to be. He's gonna lose. The ultimate outcome, the Tower. He's gonna lose. Dutton. Okay, so there you have it. The Australian election. We have the 2 of Swords, 4 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, Death, King of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. And the Tower is the ultimate outcome. Complete collapse. He feels uncertain. Okay, it'll be a fight. 4 of Pentacles. He may not want to concede. Like, I don't know, something I see in my head, like people upset and people quiet on his side, and it feels like something, I could be wrong, but it feels like something weird with this 4 of Pentacles. Okay, the delay and that I saw in the other guys, Albanese, the Prime Minister, and his energy, there's something weird that might happen. I don't know though. Okay. The 5 of Cups, loss, death, the end, transformation, transition, whether you like it or not. King of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles, you know, the stoicism. I mean, not the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, the stoicism, perhaps acceptance. Okay. But the Tower is the ultimate outcome for Dutton, the conservative. So he may not win. He's not gonna win. Might put up a fight. I don't know. Something weird. Something weird. But he will not proceed. Alright. I'm just gonna pull 3 cards for Donald Trump. For next week. Give me his ultimate theme for next week. 2 more shuffles, they're saying. No, hold on. No, I shuffled. His favorite card, 7 of Cups, 10 of Wands. The Ultimate. Okay, I'm going to shuffle again. And give me the Ultimate. The Ultimate. One of my guides, I'm sure it was B, just said next week is going to suck for him. That's what they said. Oh, man. Knight of Pentacles, slow moving energy. Okay, the Tower, the 7 of Cups, and the 10 of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles. The Tower, you know, do I need to go into detail? Something will collapse. It will be a shock, great upheaval. Okay, 7 of Cups is his card. He always has choices to make, and he never makes the right one. 7 of Cups can be a card of delusion. It encourages discernment when you make your choices. Don't just pick the shiny object. Usually, if something feels too good to be true, it is. But he doesn't have that skill of discernment. He doesn't care. And the 10 of Wands, burdens. Okay, perhaps the end of burdens, but I don't know. I'm looking at the Tower there. Something will be burdensome to him. And this energy of his, of like, everything's great. I'm fine. This isn't my fault. He's blind. Okay, and the Knight of Pentacles, it's the slow-moving energy, and this methodical energy. But it's I always look at the Knight as support, but the Tower is here. The Tower is here. It could be that he might try to shake something up. Okay. But it doesn't feel, with the 10 of Wands there on the other side, it's burdensome. Turn this upside down. He may make the wrong choice about something. Par for the course. Oh. The Sun came out as I was like, give me his reality. Total collapse around you, and you're just like, huh, it's fine. But everything's great. I'm the greatest president in the United States history. This isn't my fault. I don't know what you're talking about. I had nothing to do with that. You know, could be the Tower falls, the Sun comes out. Okay. Give me one more. Please like this video, guys, okay? Justice popped out on top of all of these other cards. His favorite group, Justice, Wheel of Fortune, what he shows to the world, 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups, Queen of Cups, all the cups. Emotional week, okay, the wheel will be turning. Where does it turn in his favor? I don't know. 10 of Wands is there. The greedy merchant is sitting there satisfied. Look at the arms crossed. Satisfied as ever. 10 of Cups, harmony, okay. It feels like something emotional will be there, but the Tower is there. Chaos, justice is there. Some sort of balance. It could be anything with him, you know. Let's see. Okay, that's it. Actually, it's not it. I want to talk about Kamala real quick. I pulled some cards right before she came out for her speech. And I was talking to a friend, and let me just find the text. Bear with me, guys. Okay, I pulled right before she came out. I asked, how's her energy? The Sun, the Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, Two of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Fool. And what I noted when she came out, the first thing I felt in her energy was how happy she was. She was so happy. It was like a clearing. Being out there and speaking and smiling, and she didn't feel, her energy didn't feel burdened or disappointed or upset or angry. She was just happy, and she felt powerful. Oh yeah, the Sun I pulled also, I forgot to say that, for her. She's in a new space. She is ready. Whatever she's doing is important, and she's purposely keeping it close to her chest. In her words, it felt as though she was speaking and knowing something. And I'm not trying to be like, conspiracy person, but I could just sort of tell in the energy. She's really good at that. You have to be as a politician. But what does she know? I don't know. Maybe I'll read on that next time. But this won't be the last time she's gearing up, okay? And she's doing something that she won't share purposely. She purposely did not mention Donald Trump. She's very good. She knows him. Guys like him, rather. And I just want to say that she is there's something coming out of her that, like I said, she's shed this old skin, and she's stepping into something that is much more powerful than ever, and more consciously than subconsciously, okay? She's a different person. She has transitioned, okay? And she's coming in like she's not going anywhere, My guides tell me she will be sitting in the White House. They show me all the time. And so that's the energy I will sit with until I see otherwise. But what's more important to me is that she's happy. She is in her power. She's calm. She's confident. And I can't wait to see her again, because more things will be shown. But I feel like she'll still kind of be under the radar, because she's doing things very secret. Okay? And so look out for that. All right, guys? So anyway, that's it. That's all I got. I will see you guys on Monday. Hopefully. I hope you enjoy your weekend. Do something you enjoy. The sun has been out. Spend time with your family and friends, whoever you identify as those. And make sure you restore. Make sure you do something joyful. And I will see you on Monday. Bye-bye.